Hello and welcome to another episode of Slay the Spire. Random class, Ascension 3/2, it's going to be the Regent. Some people are saying this is the hardest character. Let me adjust my camera real quick. I wanted to wait until I got into a run so I could see the little bar here, slide my camera down right there. I think that looks good. Some people, I saw someone make the comment essentially that Regent is the hardest class, partly because the starting relic and starting deck are bad, and I think I super agree. So if you think about the starting relic of other classes, let's just take a classic example like Ironclad. 6 health per combat is a lot of health. A lot of extra health he gets to play with. His starting deck just has a 2-cost vulnerable application, Bash. Bash is not a great card. Certainly Falling Star is a better card. But if you think about the only thing good about, we have Falling Star and Venerate, where it's just like you kind of have to play them together in the early game. And even in the late game, you know, if you don't have the star generation, then you just can't play Falling Star. But also, Venerate is like not an impressive star generation, so they end up just being bad cards in your deck in the mid game, late game. Which happens to Bash also, but like you can still play Bash sometimes, where like there are a lot of in the mid game. Whereas in the mid game in Regent, there are a lot of runs where like you just can't play Falling Star. Like, oh, like I'm not going to be able to afford the card I need to play on a future turn if I play Falling Star now. And then your starting relic isn't doing anything. Like it's just enabling you to like play a deck in the first place, like rather than giving you an inherent boost like 6 health per fight or 2 draw at the start of each combat. Well, you know how I feel about Silver Crucible. I think it's got to be the pick. But we can take a look at the path. Fire Elite, Fire Elite, Elite. It's decent. We could do that a couple of ways. Fire Elite, Fire... I guess the only decision tree would be here, where we would choose to go to the left to get the question mark over the extra fight, basically. It also gives us an off-ramp to not fight 2 elites, but just 1 and take the shot. Yeah, it seems good. And we're fighting our first elite so early that we don't really need the relic from the chest here. We just need the upgraded cards. Yeah, this makes sense. Bum bum. We should be able to strike, and then we shouldn't need to venerate. So we can... I guess venerate is a clean kill on you if we strike you, and then we can venerate, double defend, triple defend. Yeah, triple defend. Although we don't need to triple defend, so we just double defend. And now we don't have the stars for this, which is the downside of playing this the way we did. Also, terrible draw, so we're guaranteed to take damage next turn. Wow, super unlucky draw. Gonna take 3. Because we drew 3 of our 4 defends right away. And we drew the, not only that, and the Falling Star, right? So we drew 4 out of our 5 defensive cards right away. Double strike means that you're dead to the next double strike. 3 damage, floor 1's not the end of the world, especially with now bonus that doesn't play on floor 1. So I've heard Orbit is good. And I think it is. It's not great in this hallway fight, but that's okay. Gonna save 4 here rather than deal 9. A little tough. A little... Let's get the power out of here. And take the 1. Yeah, just take 1. But now we're ready to venerate when we see it. which gives us lethal. Yeah, okay. Took 1 damage in that fight, not bad. 2 potions and 2 floors is really good. Three energy deal 40 is good, but it costs 4 stars, so it's not actually 3 energy deal 40. 2 energy deal 6. No, sorry. Yeah, it's weird. It's like 2 energy deal 20. 6, right? 2 energy deal 26. It's 13 per energy. Very similar actually to the Smith, but the difference is this doesn't cost any stars. No, but this is, I was wrong. This is 50, not 40. I was like, there's no way this is similar damage per energy to the Smith. It literally deals 16, 24 less damage. Kind of insane. I don't like any of these very much. I think we should take... Collision Course? It's interesting to think about, right? Collision Course as a potentially 1 energy card, because you can just play the debris as soon as you add it to your hand. Now, 1 energy deal 12 is worse than 1 energy deal 16, but there are a couple of things better about Collision Course. One is Collision Course is more flexible in the damage it's dealing, because you actually get the 12 damage up front. This actually doesn't deal 16, right? It deals 9 and then adds 7 to your Sovereign Blade, which makes it a 2 energy 17 card that retains in your hand, which is nice, but still is another 2 energy card that you have to play to pay off the Forge. And then the other flexibility here is that you don't have to spend 1 energy on this. It's actually 0 energy. Orbit means that we don't care about playing slightly more expensive cards, so like I definitely don't mind the Rotten War. Being more expensive than the Collision Course. What other cards am I looking to take? I mean, the thing is, with Silver Crucible, you have to take the first 3. Like, if skipping one of your upgraded card rewards is just not really an option. Which means if we're going to take one of our next card rewards, we're more likely to be interested in going into the Forge. I can't imagine anything that like pays off the debris as well as cards that pay off forging. I can't imagine, right? It's like every time you create a card, you block some. This kind of synergizes with that. Transform a card in your hand into blah blah blah. This kind of synergizes with that. I'm gonna take Collision Course. I actually don't think it matters that much. We spent a long time on it, and I think both are fine. I forgot what the egg does, but I think we want it. Oh yeah, it adds like just a good card to your deck, right? Like a big, good attack card. I think is what it does. Well, we get a rest set like right away, so. And we don't have anything to upgrade at the rest site, so this is actually really good. Actually really, really good. Do we want to play Orbit? I think we do, and I think we give up 9 damage to play it rather than giving up 3 life. Put it down to 16. I think that's the correct path forward. Oh, we have all the energy for everything because of Orbit. Holy, Orbit is really good, actually. What the heck? I mean, I shouldn't be surprised. Alright, we can take Shining Strike. Or Hidden Cache, but probably Shining Strike. Actually makes our deck better right now, whereas Hidden Cache actually doesn't help right now. Although it's a better Star Gain card. A lot better Star Gain card for the future. I mean, we're going to see more Star Gain or Star Spending cards. But I mean, I'm worried about this fight right here. So I'm not going to add a curse to my deck for this fight, I don't think. We should take Shining Strike. The putting this card on top of your deck is a downside, in case any of you are curious. Probably it's an upside in the next fight, and maybe even for like a good portion of Act 1. But as the game goes on... Oh, zero cost deal 14. As the game goes on, basically it's not worth it to draw 1 energy, deal 11 card repeatedly. It's kind of like putting an extra, like shuffle a strike into your deck every time you play it, which is really not good. Okay, this guy doesn't have enough HP from you want Strength Potion over Vulnerable Potion. I will Vulnerable Potion. And I will double defend, I think. Take 9. Not great. We couldn't have killed him this turn even if we had played the extra strike on turn 1, so no punish there. We definitely could have killed him if we had done Strength Potion, but we only take 9 extra for not using the Strength Potion. This is worth more than 9 health, probably. Okay, so Child of the Stars is a card that incentivizes us to... I was going to say would have been good if we had taken the Star Generation card, but we did take a Star Generation card. It's just called Shining Strike instead. And our front load is pretty dang good with Collision Course, Shining Strike, Bird Swoop in our deck. So this is bad in front-loaded fights, and maybe we say that's okay, is the idea here. Crush Under is also really good. We don't have any AoE. It's also our first really defensive card to add to the deck. It's a common. We could take another one later if we thought we needed it. I like Child of the Stars. Okay. Not a great draw on turn 1. I don't know. It's like a fine draw on turn 1. They weren't attacking. We drew our set of cards, so like that's pretty good. Okay. 27. Wow, this is perfect lethal. Block out. Gonna take 3 here, and I think that's fine. Six plus 11 is perfect. Fishy Oil is great. Excuse me. Crush Under is back. I think we take it. Ooh, Guiding Star is here too, which... Guiding Star is really good, actually, right? It's card draw. It spends stars, which is good for Child of the Stars, and Shining Strike helps. I think Crush Under's just better, though? That's embarrassing for Guiding Star. Or maybe it's just to show how good Crush Under is. Maybe I'm really overrating Crush Under. Yeah, 7 damage AoE is not that good, right? And 1 strength loss to everyone is like pretty conditional. Obviously there are going to be some fights where we're really glad we have it, but in those fights would I not just rather be dealing 12, blocking 4, and drawing 2 for the same amount of energy? Thing is, I don't really want to bloat my deck. Because these are some, like, really good cards, basically, because they're all upgraded. We're at 37. The Infection Elite fight could be really bad for us, and Crush Under helps a lot in that fight. I do want to fight at least one more Elite, maybe two. So I think I'm going to take Crush Under for that fight specifically. Because this deals 28 damage in that fight if we draw it on the right turn. I mean, you have 2 turns to draw it, basically, because you have the turn that you split the boss and the turn after it before they attack. And even the turn after that, because you don't kill them all in turn 1. So, like, you're definitely going to draw Crush Under while the 4 enemies are out on the field. But is Guiding Star, like, good enough in that fight? Not really. Crush Under helps, too. He has a multi-attack, right? 4x4. Let's take Crush Under. And we could upgrade it. No, we go left first. I think we just want to look at random cards from our class rather than lose HP. Patter is a great block card. Cloak of Stars is decent, but Patter's one more block for one more energy, and spending energy is better than spending stars. Spending energy and spending stars are both good, actually, with Orbit and Child of the Stars. But also weaves in a little bit of damage with the Vigor. Patter is just a really good card, I think. This is empty. We can upgrade the Patter. 2 more block, 1 more Vigor. Pretty dang good. 2 more damage on Bird Swoop is not worth it. Crush Under is really good, too. I think we're going to take the Crush Under. I'm worried that the 7 AoE is not enough in the fights where you really need the AoE help. So we do it like this. Extend the weak for a turn is nice. Should be dead next turn. Yep. Easy peasy. What is this? Draw 9 cards? 2 energy, huh? Draw 6. Doesn't it seem bad? It's good in a deck like this where you have some really good cards where it's like if I drew a hand of like 2 strikes, 2 defend, and a Prophesize, and I have 3 energy, like I would probably be willing to spend my 3 energy, 2 of my 3 energy drawing cards just so I can spend my last 1 energy on like a Patter Plus or a Crush Under, rather than just playing like defend, strike. It's a cool card. And we also have some decent orbit stuff where it's like drawing, we have like energy, so getting extra card draw is good. I think we should take the strength. Save the fishy oil. And we do Patter, Strike, Crush Under. Oh, my favorite turn 1 draw in the world. Now I'm really worried because this hand's not good either. Yeah, we're definitely going to get punched next turn. Nothing we can do about it. We don't have enough damage to kill. We take the full 25 though. Dang. I guess there wasn't really any getting around it. Okay, start with the strike, then the shining strike, then the... Oh, we actually have lethal. Thank goodness. Holy. That was close. Obviously, using the potion was correct there. Sturdy Clamp is awesome. Don't think we need any of this. Yeah, none of this. Can't remove pattern. We can remove Child of the Stars. We're not really going in that direction. Since we've taken it, we've taken nothing that synergizes with it. Okay, this is going to be used in the boss fight. We can use Weaken this fight. Unfortunately, there's nothing to do on this turn. Well, we can save 10 block for next turn. We deal 4 less damage. I think that's worth it. Do I want the debris in my deck? Probably not. How important is that? Oh, how likely am I to kill him in time, basically? So I was going to ask how important is it to kill him quickly, the first half? And then I immediately remembered it's very important to kill him quickly because he's gonna keep shuffling the curses in, and basically the statuses he puts in are like the most dangerous part of phase 1. So the question is, can we kill him in 2 turns? Which we get to draw most of our deck there in 2 turns. So what does that look like? It just depends on if we land the vulnerable. Let's say we land the vulnerable on just strike, shining strike. So that's 7, 9, 16. 7 plus 9 plus 16 is 32. Yeah, so we definitely don't need the strike to kill him in time. So we can get a bad status out of our deck, so we're ready for the second roll around. Okay, he's attacking for 16. Yeah, I think we just take the 3. Don't need Venerate for sure. He's at 25 and we kill him this turn, usually. We needed to not bottom deck Bird Swoop, basically. We need to not bottom deck 2 out of our 3 attacks. That's pretty bad, but there's nothing we can do about it. So in go the infections. And here they come. Okay, but the good news is we get to kill one of these guys right away. Bad news is we take 3 already, and so we've taken 6 so far this fight. Okay, this is fine. Take 1. 7 damage so far. There's the crush under. Took 11 damage so far. Okay, and then we're out. So 11 damage. Elite fight's not bad. Stonecracker's great. Know Thy Place is decent. Especially with Prophesize. 23 health. We get 3 cards upgraded in this fight. It's kind of a scary fight, but we're going to have a strength, a dexterity, and 3 weak. We can use all of these potions to upgrade a card here. Upgrade Patter, pretty good. If we didn't have Patter, the other upgrades aren't good enough. I think I would rest, but Patter, I really like the upgrade on. Yeah, let's just use this right away. Sturdy Clamp coming in. I could see this be a Prophesize turn because our next turn is pretty bad. But I think it's okay. We can force weak and attacking for what, like 24 next turn. We get to save 10 block over. With weak, only take 8. With defend, we take 2. Which is totally fine if that all goes according to plan. I guess the other argument is we have this stupid slippery stuff to get through, so kind of what's the point of no, we're not even pushing damage though, right? Like I was gonna say, what's the point of like saving our energy to push damage this turn? But like we're not. He's coming in for 8. Crush Under seems like the best card we could play, even if we do Prophesize here. So let's take a look at what this looks like. So yeah, if we just Prophesize, we don't have any block saved for next turn, which is worse than the fact that we're going to draw no block next turn. And also, Prophesize doesn't even guarantee that we get a good draw next turn. So no Prophesize. Oh, I forgot about the extra energy. Maybe we could have done that differently, but we didn't. Oh, it's 27. Yeah, I thought it might not be 24. I was like, I feel like it might be more, but whatever. We only take 4. Which is 2 more than I calculated we would take, but it's fine. Bad order, but that's okay. We could have a little bit more damage dealt to him at this point. Falling Star, Shining Strike, Strike, Defend, take nothing. And we're good on this turn as well. If we defend, probably I want to weak potion this. Takes a turn off. So I want to play, how good is Shining Strike? It's pretty good. So I think we do Shining Strike, Prophesize, Falling Star, Shining Strike, and he's dead to lots of things. We have 9 health still, so he's not even killing us yet. And he's dead to the Shining Strike that we put on top of our deck, actually. Actually, he's not technically, but any other attack would get us there, which we drew, thankfully. We had some wounds to draw, so it wasn't a guaranteed. Decent potion. Tempting card reward. I'm Invincible seems terrible. Bombardment is not very good. It's cool, but the problem is after it plays from the exhaust pile, it goes back into your discard pile. It doesn't keep playing from the exhaust pile over and over. Royalties, though. We're not very strong, I don't think, going into Act 2. So taking royalties is like very risky. I don't know. We're okay going into Act 2. I think we're better against hallways than anything. And the Act 2 starts with hallways. All right, we've got front-loaded weak. We've got sturdy clamp, which can save block over. I guess that's not that much stuff. How many elites did we fight? I guess we fought 3, right? We got these 3 relics, and then we had to skip the chest because of Silver Crucible. These 3 relics are good. They are good, but it's just not like a big amount of power that we've amassed in Act 1, I don't think. I feel like we're close, though, with an Orbit Plus in the deck. Anyway, none of this is good, though, right? I'm Invincible is just especially bad because Shining Strike puts itself on top of the deck, so we don't ever have a chance of, yeah. Royalties. I think we should take it. I don't know. I don't know about that one. Pale's Blood. Wow, I like all of these. How many rest sites can we get to? 1, 2, 3, 4 this act. I mean, what would I want to clone? Orbit? We don't have a lot of good upgrades, so that is nice. The other ones are just like really generically solid, but giving Orbit Clone makes it very likely that we can basically go infinite. Which, not that you need to go infinite to win, but the thing is, like, the other 2 options, like getting a good chunk stronger. Let's say they make us like 25% stronger. It's like the output of this deck times 1.25 is quite a bit worse than, it's just like not close to winning the game, and maybe not close to beating this boss. This is a hard boss. Let's try the clone option. Take an orbit. I don't think we need to go to that many rest sites. Like, we don't need to clone this 3 times. Once or twice should be enough. And we can get a nice early shot here into Fire Elite Fire, which is nice. Into Fire Elite. So just 2 Elite. Yeah, this makes a lot of sense. 2 Elites, 3 Fires, plus the 4th Fire. This can save us more than the health it would save us here. It doesn't save us very much health here. Because he's weakened, right? So he's actually attacking for like 12 there, and then goes like 5 to 3, so it would save us like 6 health instead of 7. And if an enemy is every multi-attacking, it can save a lot more than that. Okay, save the orbit. close one. The patter actually gets us there for the stun. Although we don't need the stun. But we probably should, right? But if we don't, then we can just stun next turn, and next turn is supposed to be bad. Okay. Sure. Kind of strange here, but I think this is smart. Whatever, it worked out. None of these draw cards. So the thing with the orbit loop is like we just need really good card draws, card draw now, and Prophesize is going to help actually a lot. But none of this. This draws cards, and it's upgraded. Maybe I think we should take Guiding Star. Prophesize showing its value here. Kind of. We didn't end up drawing Patter, which would have been the best way for it to save us health, because we could have just played Defend from the beginning. But take 7. Turns out we're not that good in hallway fights after all. Also, this hand is bad. I probably should have used the Vigor while he was vulnerable. Yeah, and not flying. Definitely a mistake. We can't play everything if we play Orbit, so we skip Orbit. Take 4. And then knock him out of the sky. Cool, is that cool? I mean, we want to kill him. I was gonna say, cool, he takes that card from us, but I was thinking, I want to make sure I play Royalty. We don't want him to escape. We don't have to take Shining Strike back. Glow is a 1000% pickup. Now we shouldn't take Shining Strike back, I think. Glow is our star generation. So our damage gets worse, but that's okay. We're not going to win with damage. I keep forgetting to put the Vigor on the vulnerable turn. Okay, we don't Prophesize yet. Or do we? We have a lot of strikes in here. We just can't afford to play anything that we draw. So it's like if we draw a Guiding Star at Orbit, it's really bad. Yeah, plus we can save block for next turn. We don't need to play Guiding Star, so we don't need to play Venerate. Would I rather have 3 block or 2 stars? Probably the 2 stars. We're not infinite yet, so we can't just do nothing and win the fight. We do need to deal the damage from Guiding Star, basically, is what I'm getting at. Okay, and now our potion can block for a lot. And I think it should, right? We should not take 11 here. Shackling Potion blocking for 11 is pretty good. Actually, it's a little bit more than that because we saved the block over, which could matter. No weakness. I think that's fine. I think we do. Does the 2 damage matter? Falling Star? It might, right? Because, yeah, so Falling Star is 7, and this goes down to, oh, we can't even, well, so we have to Venerate, which means Falling Star is 6, and then this is 12, so 18. So 6 plus 18, it's 24. So it looks like the strike doesn't matter, and we should just make ourselves more likely to draw into lethal. Take 11. I think this is lethal, right? This is gonna deal enough. It's gonna deal enough. Venerate, Falling Star, Bird's Hoop, Crush Under. 2 over. I like all of these. I think Lunar Blast makes the most sense. Cute, but not necessary. No card draw, which is unfortunate. But Anchor's really, really good. Because the block saves over from turn 1. And then removing a card is pretty good. And then I think we move on. Are we gonna die though? We can dodge this elite, but we should buy this potion. Or this potion. Let's buy the cheaper potion. I see. Every time you clone at a rest site, it duplicates all of the cards with clone. So next time we clone, we will have 4 orbits, which is how many we want. Okay, we should be able to kill this elite with 2 potions. Don't have the card draw. I'm super worried about this fight. Could be dead. Okay, Patter is phenomenal. And we can afford to do everything. So we do Orbit, Falling Star, Patter, Guiding Star, and probably we just want the attack potion right now. Guiding Star again. We draw 5 extra cards next turn. I don't think we want to put more Dazed in. Take 2. Okay, Collision Course is a lot of damage. And we have some good block next turn. Although we can Prophesize. Crush under Prophesize. We need to Venerate still. No. We just end here. Okay, know thy place. Falling Star. So we get the vulnerable and weak for next turn as well. Block. Block. Take a little bit, but hopefully we can kill. There's a chance. Let's see how this overflow works. Does this go to 3? It does. 3, 6, 9. Okay, so we should... Collision Course. Crush under. We need to Venerate. Guiding Star. Yeah, this is lethal. Cool. Vajra helps. None of these help, but that's okay. But now we need to decide if it's time to clone the orbits or wait a while longer and rest instead. Got an attack potion back, and we are going to get a relic. And we have Vajra. The question is, are the other elites harder than that guy? We're at 22. I think we just rest. I think we're going to want to rest, and there's no reason not to do it now. I don't think the 4th orbit is really necessary, or the 3rd and 4th orbits are really necessary yet, until we get more card draw. So yeah, we just rest. Punished for resting early. Could have gotten a little more value out of our rest. Also less likely to need to have rested sooner because we got the max HP relic. Okay, it's this guy. Two energy left. We're not blocking out. Okay, that's a full block, I guess. I mean, it just is. That's good. Take none again. Patter. Glow. Defend. Defend, venerate, lunar blast, strike. Prophesize. Didn't get our vulnerable, which is too bad. Collision course and bird swoop are still good though. We do want to play the royalties. Patter saves block for next turn. Guiding star. How close are we to lethal? Close enough that we should just go for it, I think, and not play the debris. I guess we can do 50-50. Oops. Not lethal, but that's okay. One, two, three is best for the orbits. Alright, well that was super easy. Gather light plus, dang. It's pretty effective. We just need, but we need a way to, clear out our junk and draw cards. Clear out our junk and draw cards. And this doesn't help with that. With 2 more orbits in the deck, we're going to be in big trouble on the turns we don't draw Glow or Prophesize. Is 10 block really going to cut it to try and bridge the gap for us? I really can't tell, actually. Also gains a star, which could matter, because Glow is not upgraded yet. Okay. Divining 6 times is cool and all, but I don't think we can afford to have the debt. Is that a curse? I think that's a curse, right? Wow, lots of potions. 40 gold. Bunch of potions. Gain one ritual is good. Convergence is decent. I think it's going to be a no, though. Manifest Authority is cute, but I think it's also a no. Yeah, an uncommon card reward, unfortunately. Lots of potions, though. Glow, Orbit. Guiding Star. Play all the stuff. Orbit, orbit. Can't play the other orbit. without taking damage. So that's not true. Because of the block we held over. Okay. I think we just go for the face. Six cards, so we can do it this way. We can defend, prophesize, and then decide how we want to do this. Yeah, patter, bird swoop is pretty efficient. Oh, and we have the gremlin horn, so it's actually very efficient to kill these opponents. We can triple strike. But now we put this on the main boss. Okay. Ooh, charge. Charge helps us exhaust down. Let's see, we can orbit, glow, charge. Lunar blast. Play another orbit. We can know thy place. Minion strike. Don't need to play debris. And now we can go pretty far. Block out. Okay, Prophesize, draw 6. We can Falling Star. Bird Swoop. We can just play everything. And he's dead. Okay, I don't think we need any of this. What do we need now? One more big card draw? Like, I mean, either another Prophesize or another Glow basically would be great. And we should be in there. I don't think we really need anything. We've got good enough damage cards. We've got good enough block cards for the loops. We don't clone anymore. We don't clone anymore. We want this to exhaust. Honestly, we can take royalties plus. I don't think the extra improvement on anything matters. Once we're good to go, we're good to go. Oh, we also get free upgrades in the fight. I forgot about that. Okay, we don't prophesize because we need to 51 health, that's a lot of health. So we can probably duplicate our royalties. And then maybe save both potions. We'll see. Extend the week till next turn, get that out of my deck. One fewer card per turn will eventually be fine. But right now it's not very good, and 6 damage per turn is not very bad for us. Charge is necessary. Get rid of those. 3, not a big deal. Take 5. We're taking 12. Okay, we'll drink. So charge, the defend, and the gather light. Then bird swoop. Oops, falling star first. I mean, we can just play everything, because Prophesize draws. Lots of cards. Minion strike. We didn't get charge yet, right? Yeah, not yet, which is unlucky. That's okay. We keep looking. Bird swoop, glow. There's charge. Yeah, we can charge those two. And we can falling star, collision course, debris, venerate, patter, strike, defend, 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 lunar blast, and he should be dead. Okay, maybe could have saved one of those potions. I mean, definitely could have saved the duplication potion, but we just cashed it in for value. We probably could have saved the distilled chaos. Next turn, put 2 cards from your draw pile into your hand. Next turn, put 2 cards from your draw pile. Don't think we need it. Don't need royalties either. Gonna skip. I love Psy. Yeah, it's just Psy. We don't need the other stuff. We go to 2 shops to remove twice. We can even go to 3 shops, remove 3 times. Sure, let's just do that. We only go to 1 rest site, but 3. We still get 2 elites. And yeah, removing is just so much better than pretty much anything else we can do. We are a little troubled for energy on turn 1, but I think that's fine. We have 17 block on turn 1. How much damage is this? 13 goes up to 19, plus 8 is 27, plus 10. So we can kill the bat guy, I think. Yep. We're already saving all 10 of our block from clamp over, so we can get rid of the debris. We've got orbit set to 1. Yeah, we're fine because of the Psy clamp. Crush under, bird swoop, whomever. I guess the one with more attack. Gather light, charge. One of each of those. Say 5 block for next turn. Minion strike, orbit, Royalties. Guiding Star. Prophesize. Know thy place. Minion strike. Okay. Skip. Hidden Gem's fun, but unnecessary and makes our setup longer. Screaming Flagon's cool and probably triggers pretty often, but also is expensive and makes it harder to remove 2 more times in this act. So I think we just skip. Are we blocking out 10, 14? Yeah. We're blocking out and already saving our 10 extra with the clamp, so no reason to play defend there. Definitely want to charge these 2, then we want to glow. Orbit has to get in there. Patter, Lunar Blast. Don't save our full 10 over, but that's fine. He's buffing. I didn't know he buffed. These enemies have 2 little health this fight. It's actually a really cool fight, but they just die really, really quickly. Bag of Prep helps. Ghost Seed kind of helps. If we take Ghost Seed, what do we get rid of our... What do we get out of our deck? I think it's definitely a Bag of Prep, and then it's probably not Ghost Seed. Or is it? Is Ghost Seed just better than Remove? Draw extra cards on turn 1 already. Strikes and defends, gain ethereal. We have 6 of them still. That's so many. I think we do take Ghost Seed. Orbit. Orbit. Know thy place. Oh. It's fine. It's fine. Orbit, gather light. Charge. Defend. Take none. Nice. Let the strike exhaust. Patter. Falling Star. Can't block out if we play royalties, so we don't. Probably letting the defend exhaust is good. Okay, we can orbit. Glow, Minion Strike, Falling Star, Minion Strike, Bird Swoop. We do take a smidge of damage here. We take 3 damage here. It's fine. But we're like basically full lethal now, right? Or I mean full infinite. Certainly we have full lethal, but I think we're not quite full infinite. We still have 7, 3, 6, 15 cards in the deck. Especially with Prophesize not upgraded. We do want to draw the royalties though. Okay, you're dead. Don't need Stardust. Orbit, Glow. Guiding Star. Lunar Blast. End turn. Orbit. 2 status cards is annoying. We can kill him though. Charge. Don't need you. And you. Know thy place. Bird Swoop. Strike. Royalties, Gather Light. Let the defend exhaust. Okay. And then it feels like we're basically infinite now. Orbit. Prophesize Orbit. We can do a little better than that. Oh, especially with no, dang, Prophesize now is, yeah, Prophesize was never gonna make the shuffle, so it's fine, so we do. Minion Strike. Orbit. Prophesize. Glow. There's the Prophesize. If we Guiding Star, we can charge away those 2. Do we want to? I mean, yeah, it's fine. Lunar Blast is better, so we can charge. Then Prophesize. Lunar Blast. Glow. Minion Strike. Lunar Blast. Glow. Lunar Blast. Prophesize. Lunar Blast. Glow. Yeah, so, yeah. We're super there. That technically doesn't... I mean, that's technically, like, would be useful, but it just doesn't matter because we're already, like, so infinite. Although this guy could challenge that, right? He puts 10 statuses into our deck right away. don't think we need to do any of that. Now the problem is their status is that you can exhaust by playing, and they draw cards. That's the other problem for him. I mean, that good for us, but I'm saying like the reason why this is not going to put the brakes on our situation is because slimes now draw cards, whereas in the previous Slay the Spire they did not. Strike exhausts. He also just doesn't do very much damage apparently. Glow. Minion strike, minion strike. Definitely want to do that. Know that I place exhausts. Slime, 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 slime. Bird swoop. Collision course, debris, oh, guiding star. Patter, just play everything. Oh, we shouldn't have played all those defends, but it doesn't matter. Charge away the crush under and I guess the collision course is fine. Get the glow in there so it can be reshuffled. Might as well get the vulnerable. Might as well get the stars. Glow is our last card, huh? Okay, that just means we play everything and he's dead. We play everything and end the turn, but I happen to suspect that that means he is dead. Yeah. Upgrading Prophesize honestly could matter. I'm glad Prophesize ended up being good. Take a little bit of damage here, but that's okay. We could triple our block to take none. Sure. Charge is great. Can get rid of bird swoop and strike. Guiding star to draw next turn. Everything else for free. Although the burns get in the way, so we don't actually get to draw all of our cards. Yeah, the burns are annoying. We're gonna have to end this turn to Where's the last orbit? Interesting the way the orbits are spread out. We got trapped there where we ran out of... It shouldn't happen ever again. Now that we start the turn with all 4 orbits in play and 3 energy, there's no way it can happen again, I don't think. But also, dang, we take a little bit of damage here. If we can duplicate her to take none. I mean, take 3 instead. Charge, guiding star. Okay, can we win this turn? I hope we can, because he's putting more burns in, which is really annoying. We've got glow. Let's start with... I guess it doesn't matter, but start with that. Dang. Yeah, we can't exhaust cards from our hand, only from our draw pile, which is a little awkward, huh? It's very awkward. Fortunately, they don't have infinite health, so we don't actually need to go forever. And we're actually kind of close to going infinite just with the burns in our hand. But we bottom decked glow and prophesize. So yeah, we missed the 2 and 3 to keep going here, but that should be fine. We should win anyway. Puts 4 burns in. Can we deal 31 damage this turn? I sure hope so. Start with charge on those burns. We can guiding star, glow, crush under. Yeah, lunar blast gets there. Can you play an attacker skill upgrade for the? Okay. Doesn't really matter. I mean, there's no point to putting anything innate. We have 4 orbits. We don't need to make sure we draw one of them on turn 1. Big Bang's not good because we don't like the Sovereign Blade. Alignment's funny but unnecessary, I think. Moving a card's definitely good. We can remove the Crush Under, probably. Or the Collision Course. Probably the Collision Course, actually. Okay. Would we rather have Centennial Puzzle? No, not really. Not really, I don't think. Sure, we can take a another ritual. Ritual potion. Mazaleth's Gift. Take 4, no big deal. Guiding Star, Prophesize. Orbit. Defend, so we just take 1. Knowing that we're still taking damage. It's a slow infinite. It's definitely not a turn 1 infinite. Orbit, glow, royalties. Excuse me. Make him vulnerable. Patter, gather light. Just play everything. Guess we'll keep the defend in our hand. Charge those cards. Are we there yet? Yes. I think. Lunar Blast. Glow. Yeah, we can do Lunar Blast, Glow, Lunar Blast, Prophesy now. But we don't need to because he's dead. But just taking inventory of our ability to loop on turn, whatever turn that was. Or aerobic acid is actually bad, so I guess we won't play it. Let those exhaust. Not gonna lie, I totally forgot about this binding. Chains of Binding. That could be really bad for us, right? I'm not sure. I think it's likely that we eventually get a hand where it's not a problem. Like, how close are we to going right now? I feel like it's very close. Let's toss you. And you. Last orbit. We now have infinite energy, but it doesn't actually work because, dang, it doesn't work. Because all of our orbits are on 4. So we spend 2 energy, we get 1 energy. Those go down to 2. Then we spend the 1 energy and they all go down to 1. But that's fine. We Guiding Star and then we pray that one of our 3... No, we're fine. We're guaranteed, right? Yeah, this is great. We should draw a little bit because we want to make sure we are able to draw back to everything we need. Let the defend exhaust. So yeah. Guiding Star, Minion Strike, Lunar Blast is fine. We can draw 1 more. But we don't need to. But we should. I want to be able to get rid of Know Thy Place, but we don't have to, I guess. And if we draw a Glow, then there's 1 card that will show up that we'll only be able to play once that combat. Oh, we can play Know Thy Place. Yeah. It can be the 1 card that we let ourselves play of these. Okay. When we draw it, I mean. When we draw it next turn, I mean. Okay, and then we can block a little bit more because apparently he's coming in for 36 and we were not prepared for that. Block a little bit more. It's fine. Take 15, should be fine. This should be infinite now. We get to Know Thy Place, which we should do on the boss. The other cards we won't play anymore at all. Is that the correct way to do this? Should we instead exhaust Falling Star and Bird Swoop? Probably. With charge. Okay, Falling Star and Bird Swoop, you're gone. Glow. Minion Strike. Minion Strike. We can toss the royalties. We can play the Prophesize, but we might as well dump more cards. I don't know if that's true. Dump those 2. And I think we're good, right? Yeah, Lunar Blast. Glow. Lunar Blast. Prophesize. Blast Glow, Lunar Blast, Prophesize. And Lunar Blast gets faster and faster. Don't really need to be infinite. Yeah, interesting run. 4 orbits with the clone. 1 orbit, and then we just cloned it twice. And 4 orbits is infinite energy. Every energy you spend refunds an energy for the rest of the fight. That's insane. I mean, playing 4 orbits is not easy. Getting them into your deck is not easy, and then even in the fights, like you saw, we weren't infinite until turn 3 at the fastest, I think, in any of our fights. Yeah, what else is there to say? People complaining that infinites are a little bit too easy in this game, and then people clarifying that it's actually not the infinites that are the problem, it's just like the ability to thin your deck down to that level of consistency is the problem. Right, so like the really rare thing that happened here was 4 orbits, I would say. That's really rare to get 4 orbits. But what's not very rare is the fact that you can get charge and glow and another card draw card. In this case, it happened to be, I guess I can't see, where is it? Oh, Prophesize, right there in the middle. It happened to be Prophesize. In other decks, it can be something else, like a second glow even, like people are doing infinites with, just 2 glows, and those are both common cards, so like that's kind of crazy. Prophesize usually won't be in it, because Prophesize is so expensive, but with 4 orbits it works out. And there are probably other energy positive things you can do. Was our last recording Regent? Now I'm looking on my second monitor to see if I can tell which character that is. I can't. Yes, our last run was also Regent, so 2 Regent runs in a row. The Loud Fool returns. I'm neither loud nor a fool. Face me. Alright, well, Ascension 4 unlocked. I don't know what all the Ascensions do yet, so I guess I can take a peek with you all together. Hour and a half, not bad. Infinites, I tend to be slow with my infinite decks, just because, I mean, you know, the game's so new still, so don't expect to, I shouldn't expect to be super speedy with all the infinites available. I have to think a lot about making sure they work and what opponents can do to disrupt me and stuff like that. But even Inspire 1, I was pretty slow with infinites in general. Just, I never had the confidence to just go, go, go. The Architect wakes up from the longest of slumbers. The sleep was poor. Memories return in fragments, and his surroundings are alien. He is not who he once was. Oh, that's interesting. And I think the game is well designed, that even though the infinites, apparently people are complaining that they're too easy to get in this game, they are fairly fragile. Like, you have to think very hard. It's really hard to get turn 1 infinite that's guaranteed every fight, I think. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. I haven't seen people been saying that turn 1 infinites are like really, really common in this game. And so there are enough enemies in the game that like shuffle debuffs and, or shuffle, yeah, there are debuffs. Like that boss we just fought is like, it was a fun boss that could have disrupted the infinite mechanic if it linked together the wrong cards for us. There was that hallway fight that put 10 slimes into our deck right away. Beating Remnant. You cannot lose more than 20 HP in a single turn. Super cool. Joss Paper. Every 5 times you exhaust a card, draw a card. That's fine. Tiny Mailbox. Whenever you rest, procure a random potion. It seems weak. Seems weak. Discontent. On his home planet, the Regent proclaims to be the heir to the sun and decides that all the other planets must know. Why do you wish for this, Regent? We have everything we need. We needn't eat. We have peace. We cannot die, and we are fashionable. A fellow Starian pleads. You are boring. Whenever you create a colorless card, gain 2 block. That's cool. I like that. The first time you spend stars each turn, gain a strength. That seems horrible. It's like a worse Vajra. Yeah, why did they make a worse Vajra? It's super uninteresting to one, just have another version of Vajra around in the game, but two, for it to be like strictly worse. But like strictly worse in a way that hardly matters. It's like it's pretty easy to get your first expense of stars in a turn. So like maybe you just don't get the strength for the first time you spend it. Like what's the point? Oh, it's each turn. I'm sorry, I was thinking each combat. Okay, ignore me. Each turn. That's interesting and good. I don't know why I clicked on this. I thought clicking on it would let me see it, but you just mouse over. At the start of each combat, add 2 random colorless cards into your hand. That's cool. I like that. Cool. We're running out of epochs to unlock. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 15 bosses with Necrobinder, more score. 15 bosses with Ironclad, 15 bosses with Defect, more score. So, pretty soon we'll be at the limit of what Early Access has to offer, except for the fact that we have all the Ascensions to climb. There are only 10 though. I mean, we're already at Ascension 4. We're getting there. Start each run with 1 less potion slot. That's a classic. I don't know if it came this early in the Ascension levels for Spire 1, but it doesn't make a big difference when it shows up in the Ascensions. If I play this game in long term, which I'm optimistic that I will, it'll be on the highest Ascension, I'm sure, so we'll have all of the debuffs in there together. It doesn't really matter when they show up. That's cool. The constellations here, you mouse over them. We've got baseball. Don't know what that is. Paper frog, I guess. But it's weird because the other ones are enemies. Snecko and baseball from Spire 1. Is there other stuff in the background for the other characters? Not really. Alright. We've gone this on long enough. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you next time.